also will do a little breath work as well, so if you want to have some tissues handy in case you need to clear your nose then. So we're going to start seated, sitting ankles crossed, or you can also sit on your knees or and heels. Sit up nice and tall, letting your hands relax to your lap and relax your shoulders. Reach the top of your head up towards the ceiling. And take some nice deep breaths in and out. To center yourself and to bring yourself into the present moment. You might close your eyes or soft gaze in front. Continue to breathe mindfully. Notice the quality of your breath. And notice where you feel the movement of the breath in your body. Notice your posture and how you're sitting, and make any micro movements and adjustments so that you feel aligned, you feel balanced, and you feel tall, and at the same time rooted down to the earth. And bring the palms together at the heart center to take a few moments to set an intention and to acknowledge the folks and people that are in need at this time, dealing with any illness, stress, or worries, and specifically for those who are in a situation where they're not able to be with or near loved ones. Bringing your intention, your heart, your love towards those people, letting it surround them. Bringing an intention that they remain safe and know that they are loved and supported. And then as you feel ready, reach your arms slowly up towards the ceiling, taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let the arms float out back down to the sides. I'm going to take the right hand, do some alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to close off the right nostril with your thumb and breathe in through the left nostril. Close the left nostril with your ring finger and then exhale out through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Close it off with your thumb and exhale out through the left nostril. And continue this cycle. Maybe slowing down your breath, making a little time to pause in between. Continue to sit up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. That left hand can rest at your lap, palm up or down. If the palm's up, maybe you bring your pointer and thumb to touch. complete one more cycle so that when you exhale out through the left nostril, you can release your hand back down to your lap. And then take some deep inhales and exhales through both nostrils, fill the lungs, and exhale it out. Now do a little breath of fire, where there's a pumping of the belly. The emphasis is on the exhalation. The inhale and exhale is out through the nose. And again, you emphasize the exhalation. So it's a rapid breath. The inhale is passive. Pause as you need to, take a deep inhale and exhale as you need to, and then start it up again. Good, take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath for a moment. And then exhale, release. Relax your shoulders, turn your palms up towards the ceiling, resting them at your lap. Sit up nice and tall and take some natural deep breaths. I'm going to release the right hand down to the floor and take your left arm up towards the ceiling to stretch over to the right side. And then inhale, lift the left arm up, and exhale, lower the left hand down. Take your right arm up towards the ceiling, inhaling, and exhale over to the left. Inhale up, exhale to the right side. Inhale up, exhale to the left. One more to each side. Good, and then bring both arms up towards the ceiling as you inhale. We'll exhale, twist to the right, lower the hands down. Look over the right shoulder, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath or two. Take an inhale to face forward, take the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist to the left. Relax the shoulders, relax the face and the jaw. And find that full inhale and exhale, clearing out through the spine, into the belly, to the lower back. And then bring the arms up, face forward, take an inhale, and exhale, twist to the right. And inhale, come back up. And exhale, twist to the left. We'll repeat this a few more times. Find your own pacing with your breath. Inhale as you face forward, arms up. Exhale as you twist to one side. Once you balance out both sides, lift the arms, face forward, let your shoulders relax. And then bend the elbows, squeezing into the shoulder blades. Take an inhale to lift the arms up, and exhale, lower the arms back down. We'll recross the ankles so the other leg comes in front. The hands come to the lap and start to make a circle around. And so circle the other direction. Connecting to your body, move in ways that feel good and healing for you. And then slowly make your way back up, sitting nice and tall, and let the head turn in directions that feel right for your neck. So circling and nodding, turning the head side to side. Will take about a minute to open the neck. See how your neck wants to move, needs to move. Sure, you're taking deep breaths. With the exhalations, imagine just releasing and letting go of any tension from the neck and shoulders. And we'll come back up nice and tall and bring your shoulders up to your ears as you inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze and tighten. And exhale, drop the shoulders with a and take a little loose bounce of your shoulders up and down. A little bit longer. Shake out the tension, things you've been carrying. Lighten your load. Good, and then let the shoulders drop. And then we'll take the fingertips to the top of the head. Begin to tap the top of your head. You might close your eyes here. Bring your awareness inside, feeling that vibration in the head and then coming down the back of your head. Hear the sounds and feel that vibration. Tap the neck. Tap at the base of the skull, the occipital ridge. Take deep inhales and exhales. From the sides of the head to the top of the head to the forehead, at the brow, between the brow, the third eye, sixth chakra. Around your eye sockets. And the cheekbones. And the nose. And the mouth. And out to the jaw. And the chin. And down the throat. And at the collarbone. And then at the chest. And make fists. Take a deep breath in and take an exhale with some noise. So you're all on mute, so you'll just be able to make as much noise as you'd like. Good, and release the hands to the lap. Sit up nice and tall with the shoulders rolled back and down. And connect to your body, see if you can feel a tingling and the current of energy flowing through the chest, the face, down the arms to the fingertips. Feel your sitting bones rooted down to the earth. And see where you can relax your body as you sit tall. It's a little softness maybe to the face or to the shoulders, the hands. Bring the arms up on an inhale. And as you exhale, bring the hands down in front to come onto all fours onto your mat. Into table pose with the fingers spread wide, wrists parallel, knees just below the hips. Begin to move into a cat and cow stretch for your spine. So you're letting your belly drop towards the mat and looking up towards the ceiling. With an inhale there and an exhale to move into cat pose, navel to spine, round the back. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And find this flow with the breath and the movement, syncing the two. Opening the spine, opening the front body and the back side. Find your pace, maybe slowing down the breath, slowing down the movement. And then coming back into table with the neutral spine and taking your left leg up with the knee bent, and getting a circle into the left hip. And circle the other direction. And then straighten out the left leg, hip height, toes point down to the floor so you can look back at the leg to make sure. And then bring, optionally, that right arm forward, up along the ear, fingers point forward, thumb up towards the ceiling, and stretch right along the sides, right out through the leg, through the arm. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your right hand to the floor and take that left leg over to the right, so you're just swinging it over. The ball of the foot comes to the floor, and then look back towards the right, towards your foot. And then swing that left leg out to the left side, right out to the side, to come up onto your right knee, and the left foot comes down. And we take that right arm up towards the ceiling, left hand towards the left thigh, and come into gate stretch, reaching over to the left. Feel the space along the side into the hip. Shoulder in the socket, so not overextending there through the shoulder. Reach out though through the arm, the fingers. Take an inhale as you bring that right arm up, and exhale, lower that right arm to the side. Bring that left knee back in, and bring your hands back down to the floor. Take an inhale to cow pose, and an exhale to cat pose. Repeating again, inhale to cow, and exhale to cat. And one more. Cat and cow. And then meeting back into table neutral spine, lifting the right leg up, knee bent, and circle into your right hip. Circle the other direction. Good, and then straighten that right leg out behind. Look back to check. The leg should be hip height, leg straight, the heel reaching back. And then actually bring your left arm forward. The arms right along the ear, and feel that space. Feel your core engage. Take a deep breath in, and exhale the left hand down and swing the right leg to the left. A little side stretch here, looking back towards your foot. Breathe in, and exhale, swing that right leg out to the side, come up to that left knee, and the right hand down to your right thigh. Left arm swings up on an inhale, and exhale, gate stretch to the right. What do you notice in your body? Keep exploring postures, allowing us to connect to our body and use the breath to help connect to your body. Inhale and exhale to bring that right knee in, hands back down to the floor for a cat and cow. To neutral spine, to sink the hips back towards the heels to child's pose. Taking the arms behind, interlacing your fingers, pressing the palms together, and maybe lifting your arms up towards the ceiling. The forehead comes down towards the floor. Rock a little side to side. Deep inhale and exhale. Lower the arms if they're lifted. Stay here in child's or roll up. Sit on your heels. Bring the hands behind the feet and lift your heart up towards the ceiling into a back bend. Draw the energy up through the fingertips, drawing it up from the earth, opening and lifting through the heart. If you need to make a modification here, you can also come to your knees and hands to the lower back. Create space in the front side and the back side. Ease through the face. We'll hold for another breath or two. Releasing to table, take your time. Hands come down to the floor a little further out in front of your shoulders. Curl your toes and lift the hips up towards the ceiling into downward dog with a slow pedal. Bending one knee then the other. Feeling that stretch to the ankles, to the calves, through the knees and hamstrings. The weight even on your hands to really press through the thumb mound, the pointer finger, and then each finger, the knuckles even. Feel that spread of the weight into your hands. Bring the shoulders away from your ears. Have your feet hip distance apart. Lift up the heels off the floor so you come to the balls of your feet and the toes, and then reach the heels back towards the mat. The legs might be straight or a little bend to the knees if you need to, And then hold for 3 deep breaths. If you need to lower the knees down, you can at any time. So really respect your body and what it needs. If you're here in dog, keep lengthening the spine. Take deep inhales and exhales. And one more deep breath in. And exhale to bring your knees down to the mat to take a child's pose with the hips sinking back. And then either the arms walk in front, way towards the top of your mat, or they rest along the sides of your body. If the arms are by the sides of your body, begin to move the fingers or make a gentle fist. Optionally, bring the arms behind, interlace your fingers with the opposite thumb on top. So you recross the fingers and then press your palms and start to lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Again, let the forehead press to the mat, or maybe you tuck a blanket under the forehead. And begin to rock side to side. Face softens, unclench the jaw. Deep inhale. Exhale to lower the arms and roll yourself up either to the knees or sit on your heels and take that another back bend, the lift of the heart towards the ceiling. The head drops a bit. The fingertips are to the mat. Draw the energy up through the fingers from the earth. Deep inhale and exhale to table, to curl the toes to downward dog, hips up towards the ceiling. Optionally here, lifting your left leg up high. You can keep the legs straight or open the hip and bend the knee to 3-legged downward dog. You can also, as a modification, be on the knees, table pose, and then lift that left leg up. Deep inhale, and exhale, lower that left foot back down to the floor. Take it to the other side, lift that right leg up high, leg stays straight, or you open the hip, bend the knee. Modification is in table and having that right leg lifted. And take a breath in. And exhale, lower that right foot back down to the floor. We'll meet in downward dog, bending the knees, looking up towards the top of your mat. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, slowly walk or jump to the top of the mat. With your feet hip distance apart, about 2 fists in between the big toes. And let yourself hang down over your legs. Let go through the upper body and the head. Have a nice deep bend of your knees so your belly and ribs come down to the thighs. Feel your feet rooting down to the earth. Bring your full awareness there to the feet. Can you spread the weight? Big toe mound, little toe mound, and then the heels. And as you press there, start to roll yourself up. Take an inhale as you come up, taking the arms out to the sides, and exhale, hands lower down to your heart. Roll the shoulders back and stand nice and tall in mountain Dasana. Inhale and exhale. See if you can take a 3-part breath, diaphragmatic breath, so that you inhale and you can feel the belly expand. So the diaphragm draws down, belly expands, lungs fill, chest rises. And how is it to stand here? Can you make sure that you're balanced, the weight on the feet, and aligned and stacked? Ease through the shoulders, face, maybe a gentle smile. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling, taking the right hand to the left wrist, and then come over to the right side. Lift the arms up, take the left hand to the right wrist and stretch over to the left. Reach the arms back up and then widen the arms and lift the heart and chest up towards the ceiling. Head drops back. Take an inhale. Exhale fully and dive down over the legs. Come up halfway so the hands come to the shins, knees, your thighs. Reach your sitting bones up towards the ceiling and belly button draws towards the spine so you're protecting your lower back. If you need to bend the knees, do that here a little. And then feel the length through the back, even through the neck, so the top of the head reaches forward. Shoulder blades on the back. Feel the stretch down the back of your legs, what's going on there. And the hamstrings, the kidney line running all the way down the back of the legs. Releasing fear from the body. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, let yourself fold down over the legs. Take your hands on either side of your feet and step your right foot back long so that when you bend your left knee, it's stacked right over your ankle. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder and then optionally lift that left arm up towards the ceiling so you come into a twist. The gaze can be to the side of the room or you can lift your gaze up to the outstretched hand. Can you lengthen tail to crown so you feel space right along the spine, through the body, and then into that twist. Breathe in. Breathe out as you lower that left hand will come up, bringing the hands to the left thigh and coming into a crescent warrior. So the back leg is straight. That back heel can be off the floor. If you feel more stable pressing the heel down, you can do that. Lift your arms and up towards the ceiling. Some of you might bring your palms together, interlacing your fingers, pointers release. Lifting the gaze up towards the ceiling. Or keep your gaze straight ahead. We'll take 3 deep breaths. Feel your energy rooting down to the earth. Feel stable, solid there. And then the upper body light, lifted, open. And let the arms part. Take another inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands down to frame your foot and step either to table or downward dog. From table, you might do some hip rolls or rest in a child's pose. If you're in a downward dog, maybe coming in here to a plank, bringing the shoulders stacked over the wrists, the heels reach back. Engage your core. Breathe fully. From plank, moving into a chaturanga, either lowering down here or bring your knees first to the floor and take a modified chaturanga, bringing your chest down to the mat, releasing the belly and lifting your chest off the floor, cobra pose, or coming up with the hips, knees, thighs off the floor into upward dog. Again, releasing fear from the body, but feel that little squeeze into the kidneys, the adrenals. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, press back to downward dog. Take an inhale as you bend your knees, and exhale, walk your feet up to the top of your mat, folding again into a forward bend. Let any tension drain out from the crown, from the arms. Can you release through the neck and feel space there? Let your knees bend so that your belly and ribs touch your thighs. And can you feel your feet balanced out there, the weight on your feet, so really spread out the weight. And as you press through the feet, begin to roll yourself up. Enjoy this stacking. The arms float up. You inhale and exhale, hands lowered down to the heart. And we'll lift to a back bend from here. Inhaling, arms sweep up. And exhale, float down over the legs. Lift up halfway as you inhale, hands, shins, or thighs. And exhale, fold back down. Bring your hands to the floor. Step your left foot back to lunge. Bending that right knee over the ankle and adding in maybe a twist. That left hand comes under the shoulder and the right arm opens up towards the ceiling. Making sure not to collapse in that left hip and that left thigh reaches up towards the ceiling. Draw the energy up through that left hand fingertips. Not a lot of weight there. Use your core. Lower the right hand down, get your balance. When you feel ready, come up, bringing the hands first to the thigh. Getting your torso centered on your hips. Hips are squared forward. And then bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Maybe your palms come together. You might bring the opposite thumb on top. So it's a little readjustment of your hands. Pointers release up. Maybe your gaze lifts up. 3 deep breaths. Gaze comes forward, release the arms with an inhale. The exhale, they come down, framing your right foot. Step back to downward dog or come into table, knees to the mat. Decide what your body's calling for here. Maybe you want to hold downward dog and walk it out. Or take a child's pose to rest. Or you might flow in through another chaturanga sequence. So coming first into a plank with an inhale. And as you exhale, lowering yourself down. An inhale, cobra or upward dog. And an exhale, back to downward dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. 2 more. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And 1 more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Bring your knees down to the floor. For a modified side plank, bring the right hand under your shoulder. Let that right foot move to like a little kickstand as you straighten your left leg out. And bring that left arm stacked over the right. For those familiar or want to move into a full side plank, your right leg would straighten and the left foot stacks on the inside of your right foot. Deep breath in. Exhale back either to plank or table. So adjusting your body here. And then getting ready for the other side. So left hand under the left shoulder. Right leg straightens. Right arm lifts. Feel the space along the side. And then straighten your left leg as well. Stacking your feet. Full plank. Side plank. Deep breath in, and exhale either back to plank or table, and from there we'll lift to a downward dog. From downward dog, take a bend of your knees, and then walk your feet up towards the top of your mat. Let your feet come out wide, wider than your mat, and fold yourself down. Fold your elbows, and give a sway towards each leg. Connect to your body, connect to your breath. Continue here swaying or release your hands to the floor and then move into some low lunges, bending one knee, the opposite leg straightens and move back and forth. And straighten both legs and heel toe your feet back in so they're under the hips or closer together. And take a deep bend of your knees as you draw your forehead towards your shins. And belly and ribs rest on your thighs. Wrap your arms around behind your legs. Let your crown reach down further towards the floor. Maybe you start to straighten your legs. Just until you feel your belly coming off the thighs, and then stop there. So see where you can take it. And then release the arms down towards the floor. Take another bend of the knees and start to roll yourself up. Feeling your feet. And then everything stacks. Take your arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, lower the hands down to the heart. Bring your arms around behind to hold your wrists, elbows, or interlace your fingers. And roll the shoulders back. Reach the arms down towards the floor. If your fingers are interlaced, and then maybe off the back. Stand tall and breathe to the left and right lung. Take a deeper breath. Can you bring the breath right into the base of the lungs, really clearing out? Let the arms lower back down by your sides, and then we'll take the arms forward to make a nice circle. Lifting the arms up, and exhale, reach them back behind. Inhale up, and exhale, reach behind. Good, one more. Inhale the arms up, exhale, reach behind. Lift the arms all the way back up along the ears. Stand nice and tall here. Maybe come up onto the balls of your feet. Heels lift up, and then let the arms come out shoulder height, and optionally start to bend your knees, keeping the weight on the balls of your feet. Lift the arms back up along the ears. Let your heels plant back down, and then shift your weight back into the heels as if you're sitting back into a chair. Now we're in chair Katasana pose. Hold here, bring the hands together to the heart, and take a twist to the right side. Bring the hands to heart center as you inhale, and exhale, twist to the left. Hands back to heart center, and then slowly start to straighten your legs and bring the arms out wide on an inhale. And as you exhale, dive forward, lead with your heart. Inhale up halfway, and exhale, step your right foot back and plant the heel and bend the left knee. Swing that right arm forward and come up to warrior two. Arms out shoulder height, left knee bends. Bring your right hand to your back thigh. Lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. Reverse warrior two. Deep breath in. And exhale to side angle. So you lower your forearm to the left thigh and swing that right arm over the ear. One more reverse warrior two. So bring in that right hand to the back thigh. Keep that left knee bent. Lift that left arm up. Inhale, and on your exhale, swing the hands down to frame your left foot. Let that right heel turn and pivot off the floor, so you're in lunge. And from lunge, either step to downward dog, or you might bring your knees to the floor to table. Decide the stretches your body's calling for here. If you're in tables of hip rolls, cat-cows, or child's to rest. If you're in a downward dog, maybe floating to plank. Inhaling and exhale, lower through chaturanga. Lift to upward dog or cobra. And exhale back to downward dog. We'll meet in downward dog. Take a deep bend of the knees and inhale. And exhale, walk or jump forward to the top of your mat. Folding down, nice deep bend of the knees. Press through the feet, roll yourself up, inhale. And exhale, hands together to the heart. Arms float up. And then bend your knees to chair. Let the arms float down in front, shoulder height, palms face down. Optionally come in to the heels off the floor so you're balancing on the balls of your feet. Staying on the balls of your feet, can you start to straighten your legs and lift your arms up? Palms face forward and give a little sway. Palm tree. Arms reach up, take an inhale, and as you exhale, lower the heels to the floor, bring your hands to your heart, roll the shoulders back, and stand tall as you breathe fully. Diaphragmatic breath. Clear out any tension. Next, inhale, sweep your arms up, and exhale, dive down over the legs. Lift halfway up on an inhale, and exhale, let that left foot come back long. Right knee bends, swing that left arm forward and come up to warrior two. Ease through the shoulders. Make the little adjustments, continually check in with your body to see what it needs. Feet rooted down. Lift that right arm up as the left hand slides to the back thigh. Reverse warrior two. Deep breath in. Exhale to side angle. Lower the forearm to your thigh and swing that left arm over the ear. Hold and breathe and watch what arises in your body. The next inhale, reverse warrior two. One more time, bringing that left hand to the back thigh, right arm sweeps up. And then the exhale to bring the hands down to the floor. Letting your left heel pivot off the mat. Stepping back to table or downward dog. And deciding here what your body needs again. Might feel good to hold downward dog for a few breaths. Rest in child's pose. Or do one last try to run the flow. Meeting back here into downward dog, and then we'll meet into child's pose. So let your hips sink back to the heels and your forehead lowers to the mat. If you need to widen your knees, do that, or tuck a blanket underneath the hips or knees. Let your arms come along the sides of your body and let go. Let everything just relax, the shoulders, the face. And can you take the full diaphragmatic breath here and feel the belly expand into the thighs. Give your body this important time to rest. inhale. Exhale to slowly start to roll yourself up or sit down onto the floor. And you're welcome to put your socks back on or sweatshirts back on. And then we're going to meet all the way back down onto the mat. So lying onto your back now with your knees hugged in towards your chest. So still child's pose, but now on our back. And as you hug the knees in towards the chest, find just that right degree here where it feels like you're getting that stretch and not straining. And find that 3-part breath. And feel the backside settling into the floor. And then allow the hips to start to open so the hands come just below the knees as the knees come wide apart. And you might hold here or begin to circle the knees so they come out away and in towards the chest. And pay close attention to each hip and notice how this movement feels into the hips. And then circle the other direction. And place your feet back down to the floor. And we'll lift the hips up off the mat and slide them over to the left a couple inches. And then lower the hips down to the floor and draw your knees up to your chest. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, slowly let the knees drop to the right. Revolved belly, let the legs relax. If you need to tuck something under that right thigh or leg to support, you can. Or you can also come out and just do a simple twist. So just letting your knees rock side to side. If you're here in revolved belly, let the arms open up shoulder height. The palms turn up towards the ceiling. And then slowly let your head turn to the left. Begin to scan your body and notice where your body feels relaxed and where it might still be holding tension. And using your breath, allow those places that are still tight to soften. So can you move the breath to those areas? Might be the lower back, might be the ribs, maybe it's a shoulder. And keep letting yourself go, keep settling in. Feel your face soften, so the skin smooths out around the brow and the forehead. The jaw unclenches. Can you feel the gravity, so a gentle pull, a lowering down of the head. Breathe all the way down to the belly, to the lower back and hips. And exhale it out. And now slowly bring the head back to center. We'll draw the knees back up towards the chest. And then bring your feet down to the floor. And lift your hips up. And then slide them over to the right, so they're a little off center by a couple inches. And they lower to the mat. And then the knees draw to the chest as you inhale. And exhale, lower the knees slowly to the left. Arms relax out wide, and the head begins to slowly turn to the right. And Notice how this side feels. And again, see where you can let go. It might be very subtle parts, maybe parts you're not even aware of that you're holding. Can you let them go? Become aware of your whole body and give your body permission to let go and relax. Feel this gentle squeeze, not only into the spine, but also into the organs. The healing of the organs. Breathe fully. Exhale fully. And let your head slowly come back to center and bring your knees slowly back up. Staying mindful with these movements. Lowering the feet down to the floor. And then bringing the hips back into alignment. Arms lowered down by your sides. And then we'll straighten one leg and then the other. Give a little tap of your big toes. Tap of your feet. And then let your feet splay out towards the floor. And palms turned up. Adjust your arms so they feel comfortable distance away from your body. You might cover yourself with a blanket. And we'll move into Shavasana, resting pose. to your breath and body. And take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale out through your nose or mouth. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And take a stretch of your arms, stretch your legs. And you can bring one knee in towards your chest and the other. Hugging your knees in, and give a little massage to the lower back as you circle at your knees. And then roll yourself to one side and press yourself up to seated. Place the hands together to the heart, so nice and tall. Take 3 deep breaths in and out, connecting to your heart center, to your breath and to your body. And may we all have healthy bodies, happy hearts, and peaceful minds. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing today.